Hey guys, it's JohnyTechReview. Today I have a review for you of this RXS 3D pen. As you can see here, it came in a little box like this, and inside the box you have everything here. You have this small little user menu here, has about 7-step instruction, and in the back you also have a little troubleshooting guide, kind of tell you exactly what's going on. It'll let you know when your gun is cracking or when it's bubbling, what to do with it. And then you have the pen itself. This is the pen right here. You have it comes with 3 strips of filament. These are the 3 colors. You have just like light pink, dark pink, and then just tan color. I do wish that it come in another color like green and blue. That would be great, but this is the sample package that it come with. And then you have the power supply here, as you can see. It's just a short, about 3 feet, 4 feet power cable here. And yeah, it's kind of short. I wish this is also a little bit longer because you know you need to play around with the pen, and so I have to use extension usually when I'm sitting on the dining table playing with this. So here's the pen itself. As you can see, yeah, your RXS logo up here. Up top here is where you would stick in the filament, and there's the power plug for it. On the side here you have a little small LCD panel, and this has the adjustment for temperature. On this side you have the loading and starting, so you can press down to low and actually start the pen, and then you press this button to retract the filament and to retract to take it out. On this side you have the adjustment for how fast or really how fast that stuff come out. So this is the maximum speed and this is the lowest speed, and I've been playing with it mostly about roughly middle here or all the way to the maximum. So this pen here heat up really fast. If you plug it in, within about 1 minute it will go from 0 degree to about 200 degrees Celsius, and during that time the filament is ready to be used. So me and my wife have been playing with this for like a few hours now, and yeah, we kind of getting the hang of it, but it's definitely, we're both very noob with this, and so it's kind of tough for us. But if you watch some YouTube video and you see what people can do with this, it's kind of amazing. But for us, we were just able to do 2D art, and we tried to go 3D, but 3D require a little bit of effort. So first thing I suggest you do is get like a poster board or something that's white, that's easy to see with, because then you can work with it. So we built some random stuff. So my wife was able to draw some simple 2D letter. You can easily do this. On this board here, all you gotta do is just press on it, and as you push it on the board, it actually gets stick to the board. And then when you finish drawing, you can just let it dry. It takes about 5 seconds for it to dry, and you just push on it, it comes right off. So you draw a letter here, this is love. She also drew some other stuff, but I ended up drawing some stupid stuff. I drew JTR for JohnyTechReview, and as you see here, I was pushing it too fast and it peeled off. So that's why it's crooked, but you can kind of get an idea here. So the filament here come out pretty fast, and of course you have to kind of adjust the speed of the filament now. Another thing that really matters and really important is the temperature. So at first I didn't know, but it always crank up to 200 degree, and I think you can go over 200 to like 215 degree. But at that speed, the filament is really soft, and you will hear the cracking noise. And according to the instruction there, it tell you cracking noise, that means it's too hot. So I slowly crank it down to 180, 170, and I found the sweet spot for me was about 165, and that was able to get me to draw what I need, and then hold it for about a second or so, and it will dry up, and then I can let go. So if you're doing 3D, you gotta go up, and you kind of have to hold for a second, and then you let go, and it will dry up. So like for this one, for example, in order to get the joint to stick together, I push the tip here so for it to start melting a little bit. Then I pull it forward, and I get to the next point where I want to stop, and I just kind of push into the next point and kind of let go, and then they melt together. So you can kind of see here, it's pretty sturdy, works pretty good. So I tried to build some 3D stuff. This is probably my best effort. This is a little house that I built. Started with a box and I built a roof, but you can see here it get pretty crazy, and the corner here and stuff was kind of tough to play with, so it kind of got loose, so I kind of just wiggled the ball around. So there's probably a lot of good technique online that you can check out. I watch the video and stuff on YouTube. I see some people do some really amazing stuff, but of course I'm noob, and my wife's not very good. You see, we weren't very good at it, but it was really fun to play with. It comes with these 3 set of filament here, and you can definitely buy more. I think they're not too expensive. I think you can get about 6-7 different color, about 400 feet total for roughly about 20-30 bucks. So yeah, it will last such a long time. Here they give you 3 rows. I think each row is about 5 or 6 feet, and I've been playing with them, and I still have some left. We want to just roast one really fast. So while screwing around, as you can see here, we mess up a lot of things, and you end up with a lot of this stuff, and it's really a waste. But yeah, until you get better, you're gonna be wasting a lot of stuff. So here's an attempt of doing a 3D penis. Fell, got that side, but then this side fell off, as you can see. But it's pretty sturdy. works pretty well, but if you pull them up, it'll break. So all that doesn't really matter. A lot of that stuff require a lot of good skill, require good filament, but in general a good 3D pen and skills are probably the most important thing. So this gun here is about $99 I believe, and this gun here actually works decently well. I seen on YouTube where some people have some really good gun where they're able to just go straight up, let go, and it seems to dry immediately. You know, I play around with temperature. Maybe it's the technique that I haven't gotten yet, but definitely for me, going straight up does require a little bit of effort. You know, after playing with this for a while here, I was able to go straight up and connect to the other point pretty fast, but it still requires a lot of effort. So I think you know, having a really good gun that are able to you know, control precise temperature is important, and this one does a pretty decent job, but I think there are better one out in the market. Of course they all look about the same, so it's really tough to tell which one is good, so you kind of have to check. But for me, this one works pretty well, and for about 100 bucks, that's not bad of a toy. I've seen some as low as $30 or $40, and I really can't tell the difference because I'm not really an expert in 3D pen. So I want to show you how fast this can get hot. Here we go. I'll plug it in. You can see now, it's a I think different type of filament here. I think we have ABS, so we're just gonna press start here. And here we go, 29 degree, 30, and you can see it start going up here. So when you get to about 160 degrees, you can actually start melting the stuff, but it will go up to about 200 here. There you go, 210, 220, 230. Let's glide with turn green at 230, and then it will start dropping. And you can hear the crackling letting you know that it's too hot, and the leftover stuff is actually coming out right now. It's melting. So to feed it is pretty simple. Just take one at the end, stick it in the hole here, and there's a little grinder motor kind of thing. Push into it, and it will start sucking it in right now. So we start feeding it in, and when they start feeding it in, the only way to back it out is using that. You should never pull it out because you might damage the gearing and the motor. So always use the backwood if you want to pull it out, and that's how you would replace it. So as you can see now, it start coming out already. And that was pretty fast. So of course you can make adjustment over here for how much stuff, but I'm gonna show you how this works. So the tip is pretty hard, so be really careful. But to clean the tip, I just pull it off just like that. And let me demo to you how it works right now. So I can go ahead and reinforce this circle, push it on that corner down. Let's go across this and stop right here, for example. You kind of want to go a little bit fast, not too slow, because sometimes you go too slow, you build up you know, a clump of plastic and then it become weak. So you do kind of want to go fast. Anyway, it should be dry. It's pretty fast. But I take, like I say, about 5 seconds. Just kind of push on this piece of paper here. This one actually stick pretty good because I have such a thick layer on that side. But I can just peel it off just like this. And so far it's been working pretty well on this smooth surface of this poster board. I haven't really stick to it much. I only saw one spot where I actually rip out a piece of paper, but most of the time it does a pretty good job, as you can see now. And now I have a pretty nice thick thing. Yeah, see how sturdy that is? It's pretty sturdy. So to go in 3D, you have to go basically straight up, kind of stop. Let me show you that from this example here. And go straight up like this, as you can see. And if you hold it straight up like that, give it a second, it's still kind of wet. Now it's straight up. You see how? And you know. And there you go, about 5 seconds, and you can still feel it's warm, but now it stands straight up, just like that, as you can see. By the way, to change the filament to a different color, let's say you want to switch color, you always want to just retract it all the way back out, and then just go ahead and stick your new color in. When you first start out, the original color will still come out just a little bit, but then it will change to the new color immediately after about like this much, because there's some leftover in the tube here. So that's pretty much my quick review of this RXS 3D pen. I hope it helped you in your purchase decision. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment below. And as always, stay tuned for future review. Thank you.